I'm Donna.
And I'm Bruce, and this is Lyrical Wisdom.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Lyrical Wisdom, where we dive into song lyrics and offer heart-based wisdom through our interpretations. If you enjoy what you're hearing, don't forget you can catch every episode of Lyrical Wisdom on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and more.
You can also find us on YouTube. Just search Lyrical Wisdom Show. Do you have a song you'd like to hear us shed some light on? You can email us requests, questions, comments to lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. That's lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. Or leave a comment on a YouTube video. We'd really love to hear from you. And all requests get an episode and a shout out.
So join us every Tuesday and Friday as we dig deep and deliver our wisdom. And thank you for sharing, liking, and subscribing to Lyrical Wisdom. Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, Donna.
How are you this one fine day?
This one fine day, I am awesome. I am feeling like I'm living just another day in paradise.
Awesome. I love being in paradise.
I do too. I do too.
It's such a beautiful place.
It is. Now, granted, there is some pretty hot weather going on out there, but you know what? That's not so bad. Just kind of makes me feel like my hair is constantly like that static experiment in science class when I was in school, you know?
I do. That is funny. Yes. Yeah. I also heard the word Q-tip. My head looks like a Q-tip.
I love it.
Of course, we're talking about here down south where it's really, really humid.
And yes.
So there are many people out there that are just hot.
Yeah.
Because it's a dry heat.
Yes.
It's, you know, it's... You can make paradise wherever you are.
Yes, you
because
can.
you create your reality. And that is the beautiful thing about life.
It is one of the best things about it.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
Because we all forget that we are creating every single moment that we're breathing and we are alive. We are creating that.
That is so true. That is absolutely true. And the beautiful thing about it is, what do you want to be?
Yeah. What do you want to be? What do you want to not be? What is it that's in your heart? You know?
Yeah.
What is it that makes your heart sing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You get to choose what you want to be.
Oh, you do. And if you want to be anything, you can be your own. You can be anything. You can be your own lover.
Yes.
And you can have lots of friends.
That's true. That is so true.
And your friendships will always be there forever, you know.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Lyrical Wisdom. Bruce and I are teasing you like we always do. We give you hints, if you haven't found that out yet, about our song of the day. When we say good morning or good day or even good evening, whatever time it is that you are listening, because there is no time. We are present with you here now. So today's song is Wannabe. And I love this song because it is a request. And the most beautiful thing is it's a request by my daughters.
Oh, cool.
And what made it so cool to be able to get this request is I remember this time in their lives.
I remember this song. That's the
the time that this song came out, and these two girls, what they, it was such a beautiful time in their life, and it's that playful, middle school, high school age that just, you just as a child, or not quite an adult yet, you get to just be.
Yes, you do.
You can be anything you want to be.
Yes, you can. That is so true. And you don't have to worry about what you were before.
Yeah.
You can look forward to what you are going to become. I
I
remember
love
this
it.
song.
Yeah.
This is a song that came out and it's fun.
Hmm.
It's exciting.
I love the rhythm and the beat of
Yeah,
it
and
as
it's
well.
it's
Yes,
empowering.
yes,
That's
it
one of the things
is.
I love
Yeah,
about it
yeah.
too.
So thank you, Heather Carter and Stephanie Tanner, my two daughters that put this request in to us, Heather Carter and Stephanie Tanner. Thank you. I love you. Wannabe by the Spice Girls. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really wanna zigzag, zigzag, zig. Ah. If you want my future, forget my past. If you wanna get with me, better make it fast. Now don't go wasting my precious time. Get your act together. We could be just fine. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I want to really, really, really want to zig a zig. Ah. If you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you want to be my lover, you got to give. Taking is too easy, but that's the way it is. Oh, what do you think about that? Now you know how I feel. Say you can handle my love. Are you for real? I won't be hasty. I'll give you a try. If you really bug me, then I'll say goodbye. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I want to really, really, really want to zig a zig. Ah. If you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you want to be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy, but that's the way it is. So here's a story from A to Z. You want to get with me, you gotta listen carefully. We got 'em in the place who likes it in your face. You got G like MC who likes it on a easy V. Doesn't come for free. She's a real lady. And as for me, ha, you'll see. Slam your body down and wind it all around. If you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you want to be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy, but that's the way it is. I can't tell you how many times I heard this song blasting from Heather or Stephanie's room.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I've loved this song for a long
The
time.
Spice Girls.
Yeah, I remember the group. I just love this. And I love the way that it talks about this because what it kind of addresses to me, this song is truly about empowerment.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
talking about, if you want to be my lover, in other words, if you want to be with me and be a part of me, you have to understand me
Yeah.
and you have to allow me to be me.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
there's something about that that's really, really empowering.
I think so. It's because
Well,
the
yeah.
very first lyric it says, "I'll tell you what I want, what I really really want." And I think that that is basically saying, and I know that we don't need the green light from the Spice Girls to kind of import this into our lives. We have that green light. We have the ability to do this. and that is to tell anybody what we want, what we
I
really, really
know.
want.
And I think that people miss that.
Yeah.
They don't speak their truth.
No, they don't.
And that is where, society has kept us quiet
It
and
has.
kept us, contained by, you know, the structures that have been put in place that don't allow us to speak our truth.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
this, times are changing and people are speaking up.
Yeah.
And the time is now to be able to speak your truth. And that's what I love about, my girls saying, "Hey, do this song, Mom." It's
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, it's the perfect time for it. Okay. Because,
Yes. That's
that's
where
what
we're.
it's about. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. And the
Yeah.
beautiful thing about it is the people or the person that she is speaking to answers. So tell me what you want, what you really, really
Yeah.
want.
Yeah. I want to really, really, really want to zig a zig ah. Now, I love that because there's a little bit of an unknown translation here that I
Yeah.
don't
What
necessarily know
is
how to translate.
zig-a-zig?
Yeah, that could be a lot
That's
of
where,
different things.
that's the question.
And
And for me, I see it as, like not a straight line.
yes,
In other words, it's not just this.
yeah,
It's this and that.
yeah. I was just thinking that. Yes, yeah,
Another, yeah,
because
yeah.
we have the ability to kind of dance through this in a way that's what that reminds me of, is that you don't have to follow the perfect path.
Right,
You can
right,
zig and you can zag, and you
right,
can duck and weave, and you can kind of modify your situation, because that's who we are. We create what we are, you know?
right, right. And I love the fact it's also for me the zig can also be the, you know, this or that I see as light and dark.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
I really, really, really want to just be me.
Yes.
The light in me, the shadows of that, fear that comes up every now and then, that anxiety, that stress.
Yeah.
And I want you to accept that. That's
Yeah.
what I really, really, really want.
Yes,
I want to
yes.
be me
Yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
all that I am,
Yeah.
the zigging and the zagging,
Yeah. Yeah, just to be able to do whatever it is, even if I don't
Right.
know what I'm going to do next,
Yeah, because
you
I'm
know?
not a straight line.
And nobody has to know what they want all of the time.
Yeah.
That isn't the most important thing. And I like how it then goes on to, if you want my future, forget my past. I
Hmm.
love that, because how many times do we feel like we are being held to a past version of ourselves?
Yes, exactly. And it seems that, there's a saying, I come with baggage, so a
Yeah.
lot of times we hold that baggage
Yes.
and we, are afraid to let it go.
Yeah.
And I think that this lyric of if you want my future, forget my past is a beautiful way of saying is I've let go
Yeah.
of my past.
Yeah.
I am who I am.
Yeah.
Yes, I know I have those shadows and all, and I've
Live that life.
exactly. And that, like you said, is a beautiful lyric in that you can't hold things against me that have been,
Yeah.
because we're only living in the here and now.
And moving forward. And I love how,
Right.
like it says, if you want to get with me, better make it fast, because, that's the thing, is that time is our creation. We as humans created time. It wasn't something that was imposed on us. So, if you want to, have this moment, then let's do it right here and now,
Yes.
and
Hmm.
then moving forward, rather than let's worry about what you've done in the past, because that is behind us now.
Right.
We've already moved
Exactly.
past that. It's
Yes.
done. And
Yes.
so now don't go wasting my precious time. Get your act together. We could just be fine. It's so simple, but so incredibly intelligent. I love it. I love
Exactly. Because don't go wasting my precious time.
it.
For me, it's like the acknowledgement of, Yes, we live in a structured society that acknowledges time. We have created this concept of
Yeah.
time, and I understand in its essence it's precious because I know who I am. And I know that the time that I choose to be in
Hmm.
is precious.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
And get your act together.
I like that.
It is a little bit also, um, I kind of push back a little bit on this lyric only because for me, there's judgment in that.
Yeah.
So if she or whoever wrote this, the Spice Girls, they could have done it together. But
Yes.
if you're asking to be accepted just as you are, then the acceptance of the other person just as they are, to me,
That's just as important.
is just as important,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So get your act together. um, we could be just fine. To me, is also, well, if you're asking for me to be with you, forgetting your past, then forget my past too. Does that make
Yes,
sense?
yes, it does.
I do see a little
No,
bit
I
of
think
judgment
it's,
in there,
yeah,
and
I
I
do.
just wanted to bring that up.
No, I couldn't agree with you more. It's just funny because that's a rarity in our shows.
That's true.
That's a
That's
rarity for
true.
us. And
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
but I like that. I like how you say that because that's the thing is that, you know, we have to decide what we are allowing into our creation.
Yes.
And so that can become completely your own and for you and your truth. And so, okay, if you want to go out and say to somebody, well, get your act together. If you want to have that moment, then more power to you. Because
Exactly.
that's what you are capable of, because we all should be able to tell you what we want, what we really, really want, you know, and we should be able to tell other people, so tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Because what is that really saying?
Exactly.
We're
Yeah.
being completely honest and we're expressing our own honest truth. We're saying exactly how we feel. We're not holding back. And, we're allowing others, we're recognizing the God in others and the beauty in others by saying, so tell me what you want, what you really, really want, by being able to listen as well, you
Yeah, there
know?
could also be on the other side of that coin, because I see, both, we talk about both sides of the coin.
Hmm.
And so get your act together could also mean I'm ready to accept you.
That's yeah, yeah,
And I am just waiting for you to accept me.
absolutely.
And that is the other side of that
Yeah,
coin, which is
yeah,
beautiful in that lyric.
yeah.
I'm telling you what I want, what I really, really want.
Hmm.
And so, yes, that's also, what that lyric could be.
Absolutely.
If you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends.
I don't know. I think that you know, this is really just kind of touching on the fact that like we kind of get into some of these translations of some of these lyrics, and I think this is I don't want to say that this is a very simplistic way of looking at things, but I think it
Mhm.
does. I think it kind of
There
takes
is a
things.
lot of simplicity in that.
Yeah.
For me, what it means is this is my life. This is who I am. These are the people that I love and appreciate and I want in my
Yes. Yeah.
life,
Yeah.
in my story.
Yeah.
And, for you to be a part of my story, I'm just telling you what I really, really want,
Yes.
which
Yes.
is an
Yeah.
understanding that these friends are going to be with me forever,
For as long as
for
I can
the
see.
rest of my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
And if you want to be in my life with me,
We have to be together.
then
It all has to
accept
come. Yeah.
these as my friends.
Yeah.
Not only do you have to accept me, who I am, accept my friends
Yeah.
as well. That's,
No, I think you're
yeah.
right. I think you're right. And that's why I say, I think that there's, you know, we could try to parse that out and figure out the more evolved way of looking at that. But I really think you hit it right on the head, Donna, because I think that that's what makes sense. And when we hear the next lyric, because I love this song, I love listening to it. But if you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. And I love that line because I think that's when it takes that simplistic point of view and then kind of flips it a little on its head, and it says what we love to talk about, and that
Mhm.
is that, this is this is forever. Every single moment that we experience is absolutely forever.
You know what, Bruce? What's coming in right now, which is really fascinating and beautiful, because the line says, if you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never
Hmm.
ends. To me, what she is saying is, I know the concept of love. I
Yeah,
know what it means to love
yeah,
because I love my
yeah,
friends. They will, and that kind of love lasts forever. It is infinite. It is limitless. It's, it's from the creator. It's what
yeah.
we are,
No,
infinite
absolutely,
love.
absolutely.
And they're called friends because society has defined and split the word love
Yeah,
into many different forms. And the form that I believe she is speaking of is, if you want to be my partner in life, my lover, meaning,
hmm,
stay with me forever as
yeah,
my partner, you
yeah,
got to get with my friends. For me, it's kind of like in a really metaphorical way saying you've got to learn how to
yeah.
love
I
unconditionally,
Yeah.
because that's what loving a friend
Oh
is.
yeah.
It's an unconditional love that lasts forever.
Yeah.
It's not that romantic love that comes with so many strings
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
attached. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, like you said, the simplicity in that is so
It
beautiful,
really is.
because she's really just simply saying, if you want to be with me, then love me.
Yeah.
Learn how to, or, love me the way that I love my friends,
Yeah.
because that love lasts
Forever.
forever.
And that, and I was just thinking about it in the sense of some of our best friends are with us for the shortest amount of time because they're usually our pets, like our cats and our dogs, and our
Mm,
pets are like,
they teach
they teach us so much, and
love.
they teach us love in an
Yes.
unconditional way, but they are definitely
Yes.
friends. I don't know anybody that has a romantic relationship with their pets. I can only say, that, and yes, that's to be a little humorous. It's just that it's, we
Yeah,
are really touching on that, like, there are
right.
certain friendships in our lives that span time in ways that we don't even understand truly. We just know, and that's the most beautiful part of that.
Right, right.
So,
If you want to be my lover, you have got to give.
yeah,
Taking is too easy, but that's the way it is.
that is such
She
an
is,
appropriate,
or they, the
that is
Spice Girls,
so,
are speaking into
yeah,
that I talked about, that
yes,
romantic love
yeah,
that usually, or, society has strings attached to it.
mm-hmm.
It's, you have to do this, you have to do that. And for me, that's taking away the person's freedom.
I was just
Taking,
thinking that word. I was just thinking that word, freedom. That was
yeah,
exactly what was on
yeah.
the tip of my tongue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that it's so easy to do that in a
yeah,
relationship.
yes,
To take, 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 take. And you have to learn to give.
yes, you do.
Unconditional
Yes, you do.
love.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you think about that? I certainly love it personally, but
Mm-hmm.
now you know how I feel. Say you can handle my love. Are you for real? I won't be hasty. I'll give you a try. If you really bug me, then I'll say goodbye. I love that part.
Yeah, in other words, she's saying, um, what do you think about that? In other words, I have now spoken my truth. now that you know how I feel, now that
Mm-hmm.
you know that
Mm-hmm.
I have this unconditional, so beautiful, empowering love to
Yes.
give,
Yeah.
you say you can handle my love.
Mm-hmm.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
In other words, if you have that unconditional, empowering, powerful love too, then yes, let's try this.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you for real? I won't be hasty. I'll give you a try.
Yeah.
In other words,
A shot.
I'll give you
I'll listen
time.
to you and I'll
And
give
that
you,
is
yeah.
what is really, interesting
Yeah.
because once again, in the beginning, she calls her time precious.
Oh, yeah.
Or the Spice Girls call their time precious.
Yeah.
I won't be hasty. I'll give you the time. I'll give you a try. But if you really bug me, I love that word
I do
because
too.
in that, what is it? It's those little synchronicities that people attach themselves to. And for me, this is speaking real. The Spice Girls are being authentic here, saying, I know that there are things that I still have to work through.
Yeah.
In other words, if you squeeze that toothpaste from the bottom and it really starts bothering me,
Yeah.
I'm going to say something.
Yeah. Or if you
If you
snore.
forget to take out the trash too
Yeah.
many times, I'm really going to say something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if it gets to the point where you're not giving, in other words, we're compromising by learning how to share the toothpaste and compromising by taking the garbage out together and wearing earmuffs or whatever, you know what I mean. I'm gonna have to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's so funny.
No, I love it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I want. Once again, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I want to really, really, really wanna zig. I want to be me.
Yep.
I want to just go through life flowing,
Yeah.
in those bends and curves
Yeah.
that life brings us to, and I want to do it with grace and ease.
I think that's beautiful. Yeah.
If you want to be my lover, you
You
gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you want to be my lover,
You have got to give.
Taking is too easy. But that's the way it is.
It is.
And I love this because I think if I'm right, we'll have to ask our little assistant, Allison, is M and G and MC and V the Spice Girls? Yes. So what they're doing is they're speaking about themselves. Here's the story.
Yeah.
A to Z, from beginning to the end.
Wow.
From alpha to omega. In
Wow.
other words, this is it. This is everything, right?
That's cool.
A to Z. Most people, that's completeness, for us
Yeah.
here, at least in the United States that speak the English language, because that's what it's built upon, the
Yeah.
alphabet,
Yeah.
and we only have those 26 letters, That's the beginning and the end, A to Z.
I love that. Yeah.
So, if you want to hear the whole story, the beginning to the end, all that is, if you want to get with me, you gotta listen
carefully. Yeah.
And then they go through
Oh, yeah.
and talk about themselves. We've got M in the place who likes it in your face. In other words, she's going to tell it like it is.
Oh, yeah.
She's bold. She's,
she's going to get right up in your face.
And she's going to speak her truth.
Yep.
And I love that.
I do too.
You got G, like MC, who likes it on a ease, who likes it on.
You got G like MC, who likes it on a easy V.
Easy V doesn't come for free.
Yeah.
So I guess what she was saying was G, or they're saying G and MC, they like it on, they it doesn't say.
No, it
So
doesn't
it's
really
like
matter.
they're open, right?
Yeah.
They are open to, the
Ideas.
flow.
Yeah.
Right. They go with the flow. And Easy V doesn't come for free. She's a
A real
real
lady.
lady. So V is that persona of the feminine energy to me of divinity. Show, come to me as an equal.
Yeah, yeah. And present yourself as what I would say, because Easy V doesn't come for free. She's a real lady. Then, if you are a lady or a gentleman, then
Mm-hmm.
you would fit
Exactly.
that kind
Um,
of match.
Energy.
Yeah, that
Right.
energy.
Right. As for me, I wonder who actually is singing this song.
I would guess
I'm
that,
trying to remember all the names now.
well, there's a
Oh, is this
famous,
Baby? Baby Spies? Scary
I was gonna
Spies.
say, the young lady that also did, she was on a TV show. She was on the America's Got Talent, I think. I
Wow.
think
Okay. Okay.
she's done one of
Yeah.
those
But
talent
this
shows.
was Scary Spice who
Yes.
sang this particular song. So she's saying, as for me, you'll see, slam your body down and wind it all around. And what I love about that is, of course, you can really think about the literal
Uh-huh.
sense of that lyric. But for me, I think that's the zig-a-zig.
I do
In other
too.
words,
I do too.
for me, I'm just going where life takes me.
Yeah.
And it could be this way and it could be that
It
way.
could be a lot of
And you got to
things.
zig and zag with me.
Yeah. And I think that slam your body down and wind it all around, it's a little bit of a sign of, or a statement also to the idea that we're going to be dancing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
another part of this.
The one thing I love about this is Scary Spice's Ginger. Do you remember Ginger?
Oh, yes. No, sorry, that's a different one.
Okay.
But,
Oh, both of them are singing it.
oh.
Ginger and Scary.
Wow.
Thank you, Allison, for
Yeah.
correcting me.
Well, we have a lot of help on our end of this show, you guys.
Yeah. And
But
I hope you guys grew up with the Spice Girls too, and,
Me
and know
too.
what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Because if you want to
wanna
be my lover, you
gotta
gotta get with
with
my
my
friends. Make
Make
it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you want to be my lover, you
you've
got to give. Taking is too easy. But that's the way it is.
That's just the way it is. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So if you want to be my lover, and that's also speaking to yourself.
Yes.
If you want to love yourself, then you got to learn how to love.
You got to learn how to give.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have to.
because taking
Yeah.
is too easy.
Right, right. Thank you, Heather and Stephanie. This was
Yeah.
a fun song. I can't get if you want to be my
I know.
lover.
It's so much fun.
I can't get their voices out of my head
Yeah.
now. I'm like singing this song. So thank you. And thank you, all of you, for being here now on
Lyrical wisdom.